My name is Ray Schnurr, and I've been a stakeholder at Northeast for a little over 8 years. My wife, Rebecca, and I started coming as a merger from 2 separate churches into one. I was baptized when I was 14, and I thought at the time that that was the finish line. And I've realized after almost nearly 60 years that it was just the beginning. I suffered from some childhood trauma and have dealt with shame, fear, guilt, regret, doubt all my life. And that was a big driver in some of the behaviors I exhibited, some of the things I did, trying to fill the hole in my soul, if you will. When we came to Northeast 8 years ago, God started working on my heart, slowly but surely, because I had been running from Him all my life. Since then, I started getting more involved a little bit each month, each year, and I knew that there were some next steps out there for me. That next step was men's mentoring program in the fall of 23. I participated in that and had the chance to share my story with people outside of my family for the first time in my life. So the rest of the men's mentoring program really has just worked over those couple of months to get me to the point where I got to in the middle of March when I met Malik.
My first Sunday here was the Easter extravaganza event, and Miss Tamara, she was out in front of the doors, and she was the first person I met here. And so I talked to her a little bit. She gave me a little flyer of the blueprint of where everything is in the church. So I decided to walk in, and I walked through the back doors, and a guy named Ray, Mr. Ray, he came and he introduced himself.
And I said, hello, how are you? I'm Ray, good to see you. Is this your first time? And he gave me some answers that let me know that he might be interested in a little bit more than just a regular howdy-doody greeting.
And we just sat there and had like every bit of a 10 to 15 minute conversation just talking to each other. And I told him, I'm looking for a church to come to and things like that.
So I found myself immediately thinking, oh, I can't do this. I need to get a staff person. And I stopped. And I said, no, I don't need to get a staff person. This is me thinking in my head now. I don't need a staff person. I can do this. I just got to be honest and share and listen. And we started talking, and I found out Malik was my neighbor. We lived in the same neighborhood for 7 years, right down the street. Probably passed each other and never realized it.
He was interested in me, myself, and my story and how I came about. He was just holding the door. He was just there holding the door. He didn't work her. He didn't, he was just somebody that was interested in talking to me. So that meant a lot.
We talked for 10 or 15 minutes, and then we continued to meet about every 2 weeks.
Just talking about the past week, talking about the events at church, just really talking about life and how we can improve as followers of Christ, and just kind of give each other advice. He kind of lets me talk, so I do more of my venting to him, but I can add him to my mentor list that I have. So he's a very nice person.
I shared my story when it was appropriate. He shared his walk and story with me, and we just have become friends. And then in May, around Derby weekend, we met again, and we had gotten to a point where I asked him, what is your next step, or what do you want to do, or what can I help you with? He goes, I want to be baptized, and I want you to do it, Ray. And as a lot of folks know, I'm kind of an emotional type person and can cry very easily. And I did. I got some tears in my eyes because I was both honored and just overwhelmed with the fact that, why me? So it took some courage. I decided to be bold and say, yep, I'll do it. And we met had a couple other meetings, and on May 19th at the 9 a.m. service, I got to baptize him. I'm Ray Schnurr. This is my brother and friend Malik. About 9 weeks ago, he walked through the doors of Extravaganza Sunday. We met, we talked, we've kept talking. And about 3 weeks ago, he asked me to baptize him, which is such an honor and a privilege, Malik, and I really appreciate you involving me in your next steps. So it's only fitting that on Love DeVille's celebration, that we're celebrating somebody that walked through our doors, has decided to commit his life publicly to Jesus and to walking with your brothers and sisters out here, Malik. These folks and these guys and gals are here for you, to pour into you at any time that you need anything. The whole baptism experience was, even though I didn't go under with Malik, it was like I was going under myself. And I've realized that on the backside of all this, that saying the words that Malik repeated was like me making my own confession of faith again. And that was very meaningful for me.
Ray said, like, it's life-changing. It's a life-changing experience, and it's the best decision, you could ever make in your life. And so, and I completely understand that, because my eyes are open, and I feel like more mentally than anything that I'm like more focused on what I want to do in life and kind of my mindset and the lane that I'm going through. I give all the credit to the baptism.
So I've gained a lot more confidence. I think I have realized, like I said before, that I don't have to know everything to do more for God. And walking with Malik has been great. He's given me confidence. He's given me positive feedback, and to see him respond and ready to jump in with both feet like he is, brings a lot of joy to me. And I'm hoping that because of what I'm doing with him, that he can one day do that with somebody else.